Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the altcoin show, coming at you 6 days a week. And of course, we have the stock show on Sunday. If you missed that yesterday, check that out, and you can stay in touch with the stocks that I am trading via my cheat sheet, which are below in the description. But today we have got a great show for you. We're going to talk about the two questions that I get asked the most right now. I'm going to answer those questions, and it's probably the two most important questions to know the answer for if you're going to be successful trading in this market. Also going to share on what coin the YouTube founder is tweeting about, retweeting, and let's get our eyes on that coin, as well as a couple of the trades that have absolutely skyrocketed. These were trades that I gave on YouTube and in the Discord that have now gone over 400% gains in just a short space of time. If you'd taken those trades when I gave them many times over, your portfolio would have catapulted by 4 times the amount. Just look at your portfolio today and say, if I'd gotten on those coins when the tribal trades got in on them, you would be 400% in profit in just a few short weeks, maybe just maybe a month. These coins have absolutely catapulted into the stratosphere. Okay, welcome to the channel. Wherever you're tuning in from around the world, welcome. And if you are a regular, you know what I'm going to say next. Smash those likes. This helps get this channel out to more people and does help support the channel. I really appreciate all the comments that get left for me. I read them all and do appreciate the time you take to post those. And of course, all the questions, I do look to get back to those as soon as possible. My cheat sheet is in the description below. That has all the trades, entries, stocks. It has free videos, resources, tutorials, airdrops, you name it. It's all there, links to all the different exchanges and so forth. So go and check that out. Also, there's a link for the Discord, the most amazing Discord on the planet, the Stocks with Josh Discord. I'm in that crypto channel daily, and I'm about to jump in that at the end of this video, and I'm going to be posting a bunch of trades in there today as well. Okay, we're going to jump into the news, and let's first of all look at the coin, one of the coins that has gone over 400% since I posted about that when it hit $160. $160. This went and hit. It didn't hit $668. It went up to $680. And has done 400% since I gave this trade back in the 160s. I gave it again at 180 and 200 and 220. I kept giving it at 265 and 285. I kept giving it for months and months and months. And if you took these trades and got out of those dead tokens like I did and watched my video that dumping these tokens, buying these tokens, Tau was one of those tokens, a bunch of tokens that I dumped to get into Tau, 400%. You can make money in this market if you are following my videos, following my trades. Of course, you know what I'm about to say, right? Gladiator time. This is not financial advice because I'm not a financial advisor. This is just for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? How could this not be entertaining? 400%. I had this coin in my cheat sheet from late May when I first launched this channel. And I do want to thank you to all the subscribers and all the people who subscribed. We're nearing 4,000 people already in such a short space of time. But it's been in my cheat sheet from the very beginning. I gave this trade, and so you can see how Tau has absolutely crushed it. And of course, who else? What else is the YouTube founder talking about but Tau? He's retweeted because Tau somebody did a presentation at the Google office on Tau and why they believe that the next big thing, okay? I do believe Tau can get to $3,000, $5,000, possibly $10,000 in this bull run. I've shared a lot about this before, and so let's not sleep on Tau. I'm going to give some entries. My last entry that I gave was $4.95. In fact, we're going to go into the charts in a moment for Tau. And then let's think about Render for a moment, because Render, I shared this morning about short squeezes, so I'm not going to go into the description here. If you want to learn about that, go to the video from a couple of hours ago. But the short squeezes, if Render breaks above $6.75, there will be a bunch of shorts liquidated, which are like spot buys for Render, which is going to push the price higher. And then again, more shorts will get liquidated and so on. So Render, is this a buy right now? We're going to go over the charts and see what is a buy and what is not a buy. And Banana is off and running to the races again. I gave this trade again and again and again, multiple times, both for HODL. I've encouraged that the $39 level, there was lots of entries to get in there all the way back. August all the way through, and then even more recently, a break for a swing trade, taking profit back, get in the swing trade, take a profit, get back in the trade. Hopefully you got back in the trade there with me at around $41, $42, and you're all up already. It's already got up to 49, so hopefully you locked in some profits there at around that $50. That's where we've identified as a short-term profit level, and then obviously a break and retest above there. And then we're looking at that $60 level as our next take profit there for Banana. Right now, it's not a trade unless you're buying some for HODL. It would certainly be an aggressive, more aggressive buy because the better entry was 42. But I believe this coin can 10x. So if it gets to $500, doesn't matter if you bought it at $48 or $42. Blub got back in the trade there at around this 11 level here. I got back in the trade, riding that up. We're going to switch to the 4 hour there. This is going to give us a little bit better look. Got back in the trade, and we're looking at taking profit again. You can see here, this is resistance here around the 16 to 17. So right now we're swinging this one between 10 and 11 and around 16, 17. So the entry is here. Again, I gave this on the weekend. Entry here, and then riding this up, and certainly we'll look at taking profit here. Again, look, get back in the trade, take profit, rinse, repeat, unless something changes. The bonk trade, we managed to get back in the bonk trade here at 20. All right, we came back into the 20 zone. We can get back in the trade, and right now we're here at 23. This is resistance here at the 200. Simple moving average is acting as resistance. There's no trade right now. The entry down is back at 20, or a break and a retest here at 23 is where we can get in the trade with bonk. With Doge, we're able to get back in the trade here on the 6th of October. And then ride that up. Certainly, as we've broken down through, and again, this is just a classic example. As you do not buy the 200 EMA. Oh, this is a great time to enter, unless you just melt straight through it. You've got to have some confirmation that it's held as support and retest. So right now, we were able to get back in the trade here at 10.5, and then certainly would be looking at taking profit about 11.8. And then the next profit level is up at 13.3 for Dogecoin. Ethereum trade is working out great. Look, I don't like Ethereum as a organization or for HODL, but for swing, this is a great trade right here. At 23, I gave this. We already got stuck at the 50-day moving average. We'd love to get up at 28. You could take profit here at 25. Might come back, might not. I think... I mean, this has really been tested. I don't want to see this tested many times. This is a bear market support line, the 200. The red line is the red line in the sand. The 200 moving average on the weekly time frame. That we do not want to lose that. So we are really down there with ETH. So this could present some great buying opportunities for doing a long swing trade. And you could ride this swing trade all the way up to 5,400. Just keep raising your stop loss or keep taking little profits on the way up there. Certainly, if we break and retest 2,500, there's an opportunity to get in the ETH swing trade there, or if it comes back to here, you can get back in it. HN Casper is just taking a hammering. We haven't lost this wick. This is the wick that we're looking at. This is our line in the sand here at 13.8. And so it's about whether we're going to create a further lower low to the downside. You've got to manage your own risk there with Casper. Certainly not looking great since they had the Casware wallet disaster. What a disaster launch that was for Casper. And they already had a disaster launch the first time. So that's 2 disasters in a row capped. So from that point of view, the Casper trade, I'll probably share more in the Discord. Render, we have a trade here for Render. Come down, a successful retest there at 540. So right now, that's a now trade. Certainly, a stop loss can go under this wick here, which is $5.02. You could put a more aggressive stop loss in play here, of course. A more aggressive stop loss would be at about $5.30 for a more aggressive stop loss there for Render, but that's a live trade right now for Render. Say we got in that trade again at 39, it came beautifully down into that area, enabled us to get in the trade for Render, but for Say, but certainly we have found some rejection here at the 200 simple moving average. And so therefore, this could be a good place to lock in some profits or wait and see if we get a break and retest and can move higher for Say. And then if we jump into Solana, again, another trade that I gave that we could have gotten in on the weekend here at 141, came back, but we are getting stopped at the simple moving average at around 150. So that's a time to lock in some profits on that Sol swing trade, a break and a retest, and our second lot of profits will be up, around about 160. Would be the next level to take profits there. Remember, taking profits doesn't mean we have to close out the position. You can certainly close out the position. This is a swing trade. You don't have to, but I feel we're in Rocktober. Historically, the last 3 months of the year have been great. I don't want to close out these positions. I just want to take profit on the way up, which leads us to SUI. And where is our entry on SUI? The tribal trades trend line is absolutely been rock solid again, and we have not really reached below that level. Could actually probably adjust this just a little bit there. That's probably a little bit better there. Those wicks coming down. The tribal trends trend line is absolutely crushing it and is held as rock solid support down here around that 160, 170 area. Where is the entry for SUI? Where I've been giving it since late September. I've been giving you this 170 level. You've had multitudes of opportunity, and now it's taken off again. This should have been your just in case buy. And so the 2 questions that I get asked that I feel like the answer to these questions are super important for this bull run. The answers that, is number one, I get asked what to do about a coin that has already done a big pop. I want to buy, I want to get in, I missed out, I don't have enough, what am I going to do? And the answer, and I get asked this all the time, what's a good entry on SUI? What's a good entry on Tau? The good entry on SUI or Tau was given all the way back in May. I had both these coins in my cheat sheet. I had entry levels. I was buying at 40 cents. I was buying at $160 back in the August dip. There was so many opportunities to reaccumulate. I kept telling people this is the reaccumulation period in the Bitcoin bull cycle. But okay, now you've missed that. What are you going to do? This is the question that I get asked for coins that are pumping, because on this channel, I don't teach buying big green candles and selling big red candles. You buy the red candles, sell the green ones. It's the just in case bag. And I have talked about this a little bit. And basically, it's if you were on this pump, you go, okay, I didn't buy it at 90 cents or $1. Now it's doubled. Oh, I don't want to FOMO in at $1.70. Yeah, do it just in case buy there. Buy a little bit there, enough that if it pumps and goes parabolic that you haven't missed out and then you've got a position. That's the only time I'll buy a big green candle is if I don't have enough of a coin or if I don't have it at all. I'll wait for it after, it goes up and then we slight little pullback, bang, just in case buy comes in. That would have been at $1.70. I've given that over the last 10 days, $1.70 in the Discord, $1.60 to $1.70 range. I kept telling people that was the entry for swing. That was the entry for hodl. That was the entry for your just in case buy. And you make that little just in case buy, just in case it goes up. But it's also a just in case buy, just in case it goes down further. So how much would you make the just in case buy? Look, If it was $1,000, you might make a just in case buy of 200 or probably no more than 300. So if there's a violent dip to the downside, you've got that rest of that $700 or $800 to come in. So that's what I would do if I had $1,000 budget for that coin. That would be my just in case buy for that coin. You could even go 10%. You could even just nibble in with $100. Okay, at that just in case buy level and let the rest be lower down. So that's the just in case buy. So that's the first answer to the question that I get so often, and there's the answer right there and there. You make those just in case buys. Remember, the opportunity of a lifetime only lasts the lifetime of the opportunity. Okay, because I'm going to share in the next slide, which is our Tau trade coming up here. So absolute, like a rocket ship, has taken off, went all the way up to about $680. That's a 400% trade. Sui, 400% went up when I gave that trade, a 400% trade from 40 cents all the way up to almost $2, 400% there, 400% on this one. Two coins that you could have made 400%, plus the blub trade that I gave 1,000% up on that trade. Being in the right coins in the cycle is so crucial. And I still see people holding on to these dead coins. It's like the Stockholm Syndrome that I shared a week or so ago on this channel. You become so attached to this coin that keep abusing you, and you just can't let go. There are songs written about this kind of stuff, people. And so you've missed out on these 400% to 400% gainers and 1,000% gainer already, holding on to these dead tokens that aren't moving and aren't going anywhere, which leads us to the answer for the second question, which is, should I now sell out on some of these dead coins that I've been holding on to and move it into Tau? No, absolutely I would not do that at all. Why? Because the risk is that you sell into a coin that's pumped and then it pulls back, and then the coin that was dead pumps, and you've got that, like that line. You go to a line and you're like, oh, this line looks shorter. You move across, then that line gets shorter. You go, oh, no, I'm going to move back into that line, and then that line gets shorter. Okay, we don't trade like that. Okay, the idea is that you'd want to move from the coin, that a dead coin, that you're into a coin that hasn't quite popped off yet. Like banana guns just starting to pop off. That would be one that I would be jumping over into and moving liquidity into, would be banana gun. Okay, that would be a good example. Render would be another good example, but I like banana gun, looks more bullish to me right now than Render. Remember, banana gun only has 10 million supply. Okay, so that's the answer to that question. And so basically with that, let's jump back over and finish off Tau, because people are waiting. Where is the entry? The entry, I gave it. I even shared on air on the 26th of September when I missed the entry. It got to 502 and I said, oh, it was at 495 and I didn't get it. And I gave that entry, and then it came down and hit that area. And that would have been the perfect just in case buy. If you'd missed it at 160, if you'd missed it in the 200s, if you missed it in the 300s, why didn't you buy here? Remember, the opportunity of a lifetime only lasts the lifetime of the opportunity. Make the time, take the time to get where you need to get to, but this was the buy. Now, where are the buys? Where are we going to buy on Tau? That's a great question. We're going to switch to some shorter term time frames here. Certainly, as we come down, let's go down to the 1 hour actually here on Tau. And so I feel like for Tau, maybe around this 560 level, if we could get back down to here. Certainly, we're finding some support right here at around 616 at the moment. That could have been a good little just in case buy. Because look, at the end of the day, if this coin goes to 5 or 10,000, does it matter if you get it at 500 or 600? That's why the just in case buy comes in. But you can see it's supported here. So possibly a tiny little entry at 617, but it's so risky, people. It's so risky. Why didn't you buy at 495? That was another great chance. Here I like a lot better, down at 560, to be honest. Down here at this $5.60 level, there is a Lux Algo buy order down there. Certainly, if we come back to the 4 hour here, looking for some confluence here. Again, we do have some confluence here down around 560 level. Also here at 590, of course, down at this 495 level as well. So those would be the areas that I would be looking for for Tau right now. Of course, we could come down further. We could have a real whopping correction and come all the way down here to $390. And so just keep that in mind. And well, I hope you enjoyed the show today. And certainly, as always, until the next one, happy trading.